Coach Bob Bolden and junior Asia Baxter. We're going to start with an opening statement from Bob Bolden. Coach, can you give us your initial thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, I think first of all I want to thank our administration for giving us a chance to play this game. I mean, it didn't go our way, and we're not happy about that. But we had another opportunity to coach this team. I've thoroughly enjoyed coaching this team. We had another opportunity to be together. We got to practice for a couple days, and then for those that are returning, we have an opportunity to learn from this game, and we will do that. And this has been a great group to coach, and I'm proud of everything that losing this game doesn't take away anything that we've done. I thought we had a great crowd tonight. It was great for the community. It was fun to play, and we appreciate all of those things.
Your question started?
Leonard Mark of the Post. Asia, your defense forced 12 turnovers in the first half today. What was the key to generating the defensive pressure?
I think just being on the ball, being in gaps, just, taking away what we can, what we could. So just doing the little things, I think, kind of helped us in that first half for sure.
Brandon Gross, the Post. So when you're playing a tall team that rebounds a lot, how do you guys counteract that?
We didn't. We haven't done it all year. We haven't figured out a way to do it. That's on our staff to do a better job of teaching. And obviously, I thought our initial defense was really good tonight, and then we just couldn't get rebounds, and that's unfortunately part of defense. So it's a weakness. It's a weakness that we know about. I think you can hang your hat on the initial defense, and that's a good step. And then you got to finish the possession and rebound the basketball, and that's something that we'll try to do better when the next time we get to play in November.
Asia, what did it mean to you and kind of the rest of the players to play in the WNIT? When you guys found out that you were going to get another chance to play another game, what was the reaction in the locker room?
We found out through a text, but
Okay.
it was definitely exciting just to be, in a postseason tournament. I think that a lot of teams don't get that opportunity, so to actually do that and just get the opportunity to play on this court again after, our last home game here. So just kind of having that opportunity here was, kind of big for us. It didn't go our way, of course, but it's still the idea of being in combo for the last one.
Coach, what did you see on your defense in the first half that you didn't see in the second half?
Rebounding. We forced the same tough shots. I thought, our initial defense was good. It was as good as it's been all year. And even with the rebounding disaster, we gave up 60 points in overtime. That's pretty good. We gave up 23 offensive rebounds. That's an astonishing number. And we probably didn't quite get as many steals as we needed to kind of counterbalance that. And we fouled a little. Those rebounds led to some fouls and put them on the foul line a little bit too much. But we weren't able to quite finish possessions the way that we needed to in order to win the basketball game.
Coach, on that first time out in the second half, you were fired up about your defense. UMBC came out hot shooting, but then afterwards you sat with Asia Austin on the bench and you kind of were just laughing with her at that point. What were you saying to her? Were you guys talking defense, or what was the conversation like in that first time out?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
No, I mean, I hate yelling at these kids. I don't like yelling at my children at home, but that's not, the yelling is just to try to spark. We were getting pushed around a little bit, and we were being a little bit lethargic. And this team hasn't really responded to yelling. I don't yell at this team very often. I rarely yell. And I thought that maybe that might be the spark that we needed. It's not mad at them. We don't hate them. You know what I mean? I'm not a child. There's a method to everything that we do, and it's just a matter of, hey, come on, you gotta, this is because I don't yell very much. It kind of the thought that the coaching strategy is to be oh shoot, he's serious about this. We gotta pick it up, and I thought they responded well. And then we went on a little bit of a run, and we kind of secured things a little bit and pushed the lead back up to 10, and then we just couldn't. Offensively, we were a little sluggish. It's hard to run our offense. There's a lot of moving parts, and you have to keep moving. And there's times, and 32 games into the season, you don't feel like slipping a down screen, even though you have to slip a down screen. You got to get the ball moving. You know, the ball's stuck way too much on offense, and then when you're not making shots, defense becomes that much less fun. And so, yeah, it's just not mad at them. I'm really not even that mad at them ever, but it's just a tactic to try to, you know, pick up our intensity a little bit.
One last question?
Looking back into last season, you guys went from winning just 6 games to now you've won 18. What does that say about your girls and the effort they put forward this season?
They're awesome. I mean, every time I've come in here, I've told you guys I love coaching this team. I tell them I love coaching this team. I'm sad, but I'm sad and disappointed for them. You know what I mean? Like, I've coached in all of these games. I am blessed beyond blessed that I get to be the coach at Ohio University, and I've coached in the NIT and the NCAA tournament and all that kind of stuff. Asia hasn't until today. She got to play in the NIT in the combo. That's awesome. Did we wish it would have went the other way? Absolutely. But our seniors got to play one more game together. And this team, no matter what happens next year with who leaves and who transfers or stays or whatever, the dynamics will be different. This was the last time this team got to get together one more time. We got to practice. They like practicing for the most part.
Yeah.
Kind of. They like being together, and we got to do that for another week. And that, nothing can change that. Nothing can take that away from us. And I think this kind of this was a great foundation for us moving forward. You know, we'll take some time off, and then we'll start talking about what our summer workouts are going to look like and what our goals are, and hopefully keep moving this program forward.